4. Fellas, go ahead and get into your Triller box there. Great job, fellas. Great job. This should be a great matchup. Both were in the Olympic trials 2016. Before we bring up our next fighters to the scale, want to let everybody know that our lead announcer tomorrow will be Mr. Mario Lopez. The ring announcers, Mr. Michael Buffer, Barry Egan, myself, will be handling all of the other fights. Our commentators, the great one, Sugar Ray Leonard, a boxing Hall of Famer. How about Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya, UFC undefeated middleweight champion. Pre and post interviews will all be with Mr. Jim Gray, another legend, and referee Ray Corona will ref the Mike Tyson-Roy Jones fight. That 8-rounder will be his 566th professional bout by Ray Corona. Unbelievable, most of them being title fights. What a lineup we have. Okay, our next one going head-to-head. Suleiman Sagawa and Jermaine Ortiz will be going at it. They are going for the vacant WBC USMBC silver lightweight title. It's an 8-rounder and should be a good one. Both fighters in great shape. Let's bring in the blue corner first. Here he is, Suleiman Sagawa. Out of Silver Spring, Maryland. He is 13-2-1, 4 KOs. He is a southpaw. Stepping into the ring after Ortiz's original opponent, Nahir Albright, was forced to withdraw. So he'll get up to the scale first. Sagawa lightning quick. 131.8 for Sagawa, 131.8. And his opponent, who will be coming up to the scale next, he'll be representing the red corner, looking to take the WBC USNBC silver lightweight title in this 8-rounder. So let's welcome up to the scale, Jermaine Ortiz. Ortiz, nicknamed the Technician. He is undefeated, 13-0, 7 wins by way of knockout. He is the reigning WBC World Youth Lightweight Champion. His first boxing coach as an amateur in National Golden Gloves was Carlos Garcia, the godfather of Worcester. Ortiz to the scale. 133.5 for Ortiz, 133.5. Fellas, get you in your Triller box there. Go head to head. Yeah, let's get you in there. These two come into this fight both in outstanding shape. This should be a dandy. Both extreme quickness, lightning quick. I don't see either one of these fighters backing down. This should really be a good one. Thank you, fellas. Good luck tomorrow. I want to let everybody know that up next on the scales, the much anticipated Badu Jack and Blake McKernan. Much anticipated. It's going to be an 8-rounder light heavyweight bout.
I think that him and his team are definitely overlooking me. Picking me for this fight was the wrong decision.
Well, my team is telling me that he's been talking crazy, so I wonder who's overlooking who.
November 28th, I will go 14-0.
This guy, he reminds me of Peter McNeely. I fought 8 world champions back to back. This guy's a club level fighter. So,
hey, not to interrupt, but nobody's talking crazy, man. I understand that you share the ring with world champions, but this is a different caliber. This is a different caliber,
he don't
a different level, man.
Be on this stage.
If you weren't looking forward to this fight before this afternoon, I feel like I could speak for everyone and say we are looking forward to it now. We look forward to seeing you on November 28th.
pay-per-view tomorrow night. TysonOnTriller.com pay-per-view. Get with your local cable provider. We will be streaming live, but let's pick up that show. TysonOnTriller.com tomorrow night. We will begin the free view at 8 p.m. Eastern. We go live on pay-per-view at 9 o'clock Eastern. Don't miss the action. TysonOnTriller.com. Okay, let's get some more fighters up to the scale. This one fighting out of the blue corner, making his way, Mr. Blake McKernan. Blake, Sacramento born and bred, undefeated, 13-0, 6 KOs. His nickname, The Beast. He served 3.5 years as a machine gunner in the infantry, including 1 year in Iraq. Blake McKernan, undefeated since going pro in 2016. Looking to be in fantastic shape. 13-0, 6 KOs. Sacramento born and raised. Looking ready for this matchup. An 8-rounder, light heavyweight. 186.8 for McKernan. 186.8 McKernan. And now we'll bring his opponent fighting out of the red corner up to the scale out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Badu Jack. The Swedish fighter, nicknamed The Ripper, 22-3-3, 13 KOs. Former world champion in 2 different weight classes. Held the WBC super middleweight title from 2015 to 2017. The WBA light heavyweight title in 2017. He is The Ripper. 188.9. Badu Jack, 188.9. This is one of the most anticipated bouts on the card, scheduled for 8 rounds. These two got something to prove tomorrow night. Much, much, much anticipated. McKernan with the American flag. Jack hailing from Sweden. These two are going to go toe-to-toe. You can guarantee that. Both look to be in fantastic shape. Mark this one down as one to watch. Thank you, fellas. Good luck tomorrow. While they're getting dressed, want to let everybody know that coming up next, talk about anticipated, Nate Robinson, Jake Paul, in one everybody's been talking about for quite some time. They will be coming up to the scale next. And let me tell you, this one, buckle your seatbelts. So Nate Robinson will be taking on Jake Paul. Talk about anticipated. If you've been following social media the last 6 months, this has been a war. So tomorrow night, fight of the night, I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of action. I can tell you these two are ready to scrap. It's time to throw down for sure. Okay, let's welcome, fighting out of the blue corner up to the scale first, out of Seattle, Washington, Mr. Nate Robinson. Nate is a former NBA star, 3-time winner of the NBA Slam Dunk Competition, 10-year NBA veteran, and now a pro boxer. Nate Robinson to the scale. 181 even for Nate Robinson. 181 even. He has been training 6 days a week, twice a day for the past year. Nate looks to be in great shape. And his opponent, he'll be walking to the scale out of the red corner. And he has arrived, Mr. Jake Paul, out of Calabasas, California. He's a YouTuber. He's a pro boxer. He's a musical artist. He's also 1-0 as a professional boxer. 1 TKO. The problem child, true to form. The new hairdo is being removed. Jake Paul 1-0. 189 even, Paul. 189 even, Paul. So here we go, face-to-face, head-to-head, Robinson Paul. If you've been following social media the last 6 months, this is going to be exciting. 10-year NBA veteran, 3-time slam dunk champion, making his professional debut, Nate Robinson, going against YouTube sensation, Jake Paul. We've been waiting for this one a long time, Los Angeles. True to form, they've been going at it month after month.
Bitch, man. Bitch, man.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bitch, man.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Make sure you set your recording because you're going to want to watch this one twice. Nate, if I could get you over real quick.
Love you, Nate.
Right to that microphone, Mr. Robinson. Nate, 10-year NBA basketball player, 3-time slam dunk champion. Everybody knows you're a great athlete. Why taking up the challenge to become a professional boxer?
I mean, foremost, I just want to, thank everybody for the opportunity, Mike, Roy, Triller. But I just want to prove that, I'm the greatest athlete, one of the greatest athletes to ever walk this earth. And that's the plan. So tomorrow, you'll see why.
Well, I'll tell you, you've been an underdog your whole life. Anybody who knows the story of Nate Robinson. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't bet against you. So good luck tomorrow night, okay? Yes. All right, Jake, get on over here. Okay, Jake, you're a worldwide star, YouTube, tens of millions of followers, music artist, the whole shot. And now you're a pro boxer. Why the drive to become a pro boxer when you seemingly got the world by the tail?
The sport, I'm made for this, and to me, it's an opportunity to prove people wrong. But it's something I fell in love with, something I'm passionate about, something I'm good at, and I'm ready to take the world by storm. I'm going Super Saiyan 3 tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you, it's going to be exciting. We've been watching this for months, and you guys have had some little feud going on social media, and I think we're excited to see it to go on live tomorrow night.
No, 100%. Nate's kids, if you're watching, please don't watch the fight. I don't want to embarrass your dad in front of you. Please, Nate's kids, don't watch the fight. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bloody.
Nate Robinson, Jake Paul. Good luck to the both of you. And coming up next, the main event, the one we've all been waiting for to make their way to the scales, one of the most anticipated matchups of all time. So are we ready to bring them up? Oh, my goodness, here we go. Okay, we're going to go to Roy Jones.
Everyone fights for a reason. Some fight because it's who they are, because it drives them, because it's in them, because it is them. The kind of fight you dream about. fights for a reason. To win. Because these are gladiators who aren't afraid to hurt, to be hurt. It doesn't matter why they fight. All that matters is who's standing at the end. Tomorrow, live on pay-per-view, Triller presents Tyson versus Jones.
Iron Mike Tyson. Jones will be coming out of the blue corner, Tyson out of the red corner. Two of the greatest fighters of all time, to put it simply. Pound for pound, any way you want to look at it. So many world titles, you can't mention them all. We have been waiting for this fight for some time, but when you put two of the greatest of all time together, fireworks are going to happen, that's for sure. We are so excited. This is it. Okay, here we go. Let's bring out, fighting out of the blue corner, Superman Roy Jones Jr. 66-9, 47 KOs, making his way to the scale. His last fight was February 2018. Defeated Scott Simon, unanimous 10-round decision. He was the pound-for-pound king for many years. RJJ. He was the first former middleweight champion to win a heavyweight title in 106 years. Roy Jones Jr. on the scale. 210 even for Superman, 210 even. Former silver medalist at the 1988 U.S. Olympics. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. And now making his way up to the scale, out of the red corner, Iron Mike Tyson. What do you say? 50-6, 44 KOs, International Hall of Famer. It's been more than 15 years since Tyson last stepped in the ring in 2005 when he fought Kevin McBride. Just made his debut on the EDM scene by teaming with LA-based Kiki Lau for the track Mike Tyson. He does it all. He was the youngest heavyweight champion in the history of boxing. The undisputed world champion from 1987 to 1990. Let's get him up to the scale. The one, the only, Iron Mike Tyson. Two 220.4, is that correct? 220.4 for Tyson. 220.4 for Tyson. Fellas, we're going to have you get into the Triller box. Square off. This is, that's got to be one of the greatest face-offs you'll ever see in the history of boxing. Iron Mike Tyson. Superman Roy Jones Jr. This is the one we've all been waiting for. One of the most anticipated matchups in the history of boxing. Too many world titles to mention. And they will go at it tomorrow night, live from Los Angeles, California. Tyson on Triller.com. Two of the greatest of all time right there. Iron Mike, Superman. Roy, if I could get you over here, I just want to do a quick little question for you. One of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the history of boxing. He was basically the pound-for-pound king. That's what he was known for. All right, Superman. There are a lot of people, actually including yourself, saying that taking this fight was a mistake. How do you plan on winning this fight, Roy?
Well, I've done things that people probably thought was a mistake in my lifetime. I make a lot of mistakes. They say my whole boxing career was a mistake, and I love it. They say I did everything wrong, but it worked out right. So I can't tell you how to do it. It's going to probably look wrong. So I know if I try to tell it to you, it's going to sound wrong, but it's going to turn out right. Trust me.
Captain Hook. Superman Roy Jones Jr. RJJ, good luck tomorrow night, champ. And as soon as he makes his way off, we'll get Iron Mike over here and ask him a quick question. Tyson on Triller.com, pay-per-view tomorrow night, Saturday, November 28th, live, Staples Center, Los Angeles, California. making his way over to the interview here. Iron Mike, if you want to talk into there so they can hear you. Okay. Mike, you're known as probably the baddest man on the planet. Plain and simple. Ferocious punisher and puncher. Kind of like the Hulk. You can unleash your power at any time. How quickly do you plan on unleashing your power tomorrow night against Roy Jones Jr.?
I'm pitching punches. And everything else is up to Roy. I'm coming at him. He doesn't have to worry about me. If I'm going to run anyway, I'm running right at him.
Iron Mike Tyson, need he say more? One of the greatest of all time. What a match it's going to be. Thank you, Mike. Good luck to you. Thank you, Roy Jones Jr. Good luck to you. Tomorrow night, TysonOnTriller.com in one of the most anticipated bouts that we will ever see. What a show it's going to be. Please remember, TysonOnTriller.com, pay-per-view. Call your cable provider today. We will also be streaming live to get the show. We will go on at 8 p.m. Eastern for the 1 hour free view. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern, we go live on the pay-per-view. We've been waiting for this for a long time. The headlining event, the main event, one for the ages, we're going to call it. Iron Mike Tyson, Superman Roy Jones Jr. I'm Barry Egan saying, so long, Los Angeles, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Everyone fights for a reason. Some fight because it's who they are, because it drives them, because it's in them, because it is them. The kind of fight you dream about. Everyone fights for a reason, to win, because these are gladiators who aren't afraid to hurt, to be hurt. It doesn't matter why they fight. All that matters is who's standing at the end. Tomorrow, live on pay-per-view, Triller presents Tyson versus Jones.